Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Reese back on the Manaflux channel, and today I'm going to be doing a deck profile again. I did one before regionals on my deck, but there's been a little bit of spice that I want to show off, and of course, me being the control lover that I am, I took quite the interest into Sander's list. It was essentially playing control behind a drop. So the deck plays quite a few different control elements. So you have two Eldegoss, which you might be a little confused at because normally Sander only runs one, and there is a reason for this. Since you are running capes, right down there, because you're running capes, what you can essentially do with the Eldegoss is, against Duraludon, you just get your deck as thin as possible, and then you Eldegoss, attach a cape, put down the other Eldegoss, DTE for turn, attack, float up, go into the next one, with a cape on, obviously, and then that's enough to tank a hit from a Duraludon. So it tanks a hit from a Duraludon. Next turn, you put down the other Eldegoss, float up again using the damaged one, because then that shuffles it back, and essentially it allows you to play for a tie into Duraludon. So essentially, yeah, it allows you to play for a draw against Duraludon, which I know playing for a draw isn't always what you want, but in a matchup like Duraludon, where it's as niche of a matchup that you're probably going to hit it, like if you were at regionals like once, maybe twice a day. I mean, I only hit it once at regionals, and unfortunately I wasn't playing against it. It was just kind of a rough time. This just helps you play for a tie, and that's better than nothing. It's better than getting 0 points, so it's pretty good. You got Manaphy, because obviously you got bench snipe decks that use like Greninja, or maybe maybe an Urshifu, maybe. So you got Manaphy. It's just you're a one prize deck until you go into like either the Pikachu or the Eldegoss, so it's great. Greninja, you play a lot of energy in this deck, so it's good just to get the ones you don't need out of the deck. Then you have Flying Peak into the Pikachu VMAX. This shuts off any one prize deck, and currently there aren't. So essentially this allows you to wall them off and win that way, because you then are essentially taking a prize a turn and they can't really respond. It's a pain to get into, but there are strategies. So one of those strategies is double Regieleki with the unfazed fat Snorlax. So you can use this to set up for your Thornton play, and then you can use your Regielekis even with like a Captron to use this electromagnetic sonar to get your nets back, so you never run out of nets. So if their game plan is not just to hit you hard and fast and they try and just Sableye wilt down your board, you're allowed to just use your nets as often as you need, and then just get them back using the Regieleki, which is kind of nice. For your battle, basically just says GG's to Lugia and Mew. Miltank, because decks like Vikavolt, for example, just can't really out it effectively, especially if it's got a cape. And if not, you can always Thornton into it if it does get knocked out, because their one answer is the Zapdos, and it takes 3 turns from the setup. Sometimes they get that lucky KO, but then you can fortunately return fire and probably knock that out, and they can't get it back, and then you just win from there. Unfazed Fat Snorlax I've already gone over. It's just a big idiot in the active, pretty much. Snorlax Gummadize, the Gummadize Snorlax, sorry, is once again like your main draw engine early game. Just make sure you get stuff. You have Starly. So because in order to go into the Pikachu VMAX safely, you kind of need like 5-6 cards or something like that in hand to do it all in one turn and just boom, 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 put them in the lock. The Keen Eye ability, especially if you pair it with Birdkeeper, just allows you to grab 2 cards and just get one step closer. Christian Hammer, just because it can be like a tempo swing against Mew, especially if you whiff out on a Yveltal. Echoing Horn, playing against either Lugia or Mew. So say Mew tries to do the Psychic Leap, strike against you, so never deck out, play for a tie. You can essentially just Echoing Horn back a Genesect onto their bench, so they can't actually do that. So they basically have to hard commit. Heavy Ball, just because if your Peak's prized or one of your Yveltals is prized, that's very bad times for you, or even if your Miltank's prized against a deck where it really matters. Vacuum's just good, because say you have to play the Snorlax down early, you have to just like put a cape on it just to give it that extra bit of chunk. you're able to then lost vacuum it off, ready to put the parasol on, ready for when you go into the Pikachu or something of a similar nature. 4 quick ball just for search, scoop up, just to clean up that board. Because if Lost Box can't knock you out, then they're not taking prize. It just gives you time. Trekking shoes just allows you to dig 1 card deeper. Yellhorn, really good. So if you can fuse a Lugia, Galamine them down, and then are constantly hitting with Yvetals, it makes it very hard. It means they have to build the Lugia up, hit through confusion to get you, and it often means that they don't have a lot of outs to pivot because they only normally run 1 Bird-Keeper anyway. Golrus for dig, Bruno to stop you decking out late game if you need to, or in the very worst case, it can get you out of a bricked hand. Boss, just because Boss Yellhorning can be under a Galamine can be very annoying for certain decks. Colrus, I think I've just had that deeper. Birdkeeper not only activates the Starly, but it's also really good just for getting, say you got a Snorlax that's got a heavy retreat cost in the active and you need the Starly or something, just Birdkeeper into it. Pioneer, which you can get back with Regieleki, hence why you're only running 1. It's just to get all pieces that are prized out of the prizes, because obviously if Thornton's prize, Big Parasol's prize, etc, it can make that matchup very, very difficult. And then a ton of energy, pretty much. That is the deck. I know it took me about 6 minutes to go over them, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And I play a fair amount of control, like quite a bit of control, and even this can be a headache. But I want to show it off, I want to try it out, because Sander always comes up with like these weird creative lists, and sometimes it's hard to just get your head around what the strategy is. So let's try and head in some games. Gonna go take it into ranked on live, and we'll see what we get. Yeah, so see you guys in the first game. So we got the coin flip. I chose to go first because then it allows us to have that 1 turn of setup, which is nice. And then we go Yveltal here. Put it on. We can recycle it back if need be. Escape Rope, Capture Energy, Mirage Gate, Raihan. I am questioning what we're up against. It could either be Gudra or it could be the new Zama build. Draw 2. This is really good. Galamine here. I like Galamine here. Just because sometimes a lot of the time the comfy build specifically needs to use 1 energy to just rotate out of that thingy. We'll get a Snorlax just because if this Yveltal goes down, we have some draw. That might not have been a play. Greninja probably would have been a good play as well. But I like having that safety net, especially knowing that we're up against a Lost Box variant. Oh, it looks like we're up against the rebuild. I would argue that we're probably against the rebuild. I don't know why he's gone and got a Manaphy. Maybe scared. Is he gonna straight research? I feel like there's a research coming. I don't know why I put the Manaphy down. Maybe just to empty his hand or something. I don't know. But he's played a lot of cards down, which is kind of good for us. We'll go into Lax. I'll happily go into a Lax here. Can survive a hit from a Cramorant. It's probably ideal actually, right? Because we also need to build up this hand. He's going to Colrus. This guy opened some pretty juicy stuff. So this will be a real test because I found the hardest thing to do with this deck is to get down to that Pikachu. But once we have him in that Pikachu, like, we should be golden. We do need to sparingly use quick balls. Probably should have used the trekking shoes before it. Oh. Sure, why not? I'll let you hit into a Yveltal. That is more than fine with me. Oh, he's going full hog with this. So he's at 5. Oh, he got rid of the Sableye. That's really good actually for us. Let's hope he doesn't play 2, but him getting rid of 1's really good for us. It just gives us that extra bit of leeway. We do need a way to build up this hand. Kind of wish he was taking a knockout here. But the double escape rope burn's also really good. I think we do play the Manaphy down here, right? So what do we get value from here? I don't want to stack too much too early. Put it on the Gourmandize. Let's actually do a dead check first, right? So we've got the Pika, we've got the VMAX. We know we have the Thornton because it's in hand. We have the Parasol. So we have a fair bit. Sure, I think we... Oh, we don't have the unfaced Fat Snorlax. So maybe Starly here. Just because if push comes to shove, we can just get some more pieces in his hands, because at the moment we don't have many. He's going to Colress again. I'm hoping this Manaphy will be our saving grace. Yeah, we don't have the unfaced Fat Snorlax in deck, which kind of sucks, because it means we can't just like build it up on the bench and not have to really worry too much about him taking prizes. But at the moment we're pretty slow, but that's kind of typical of control. Like you don't really expect to be too fast. Yeah, he's gonna spin instantly. That's more than fine by me. Just means we have some draw power online, and it means it's also 2 hitting this Snorlax. There's Galamine. That's something we didn't really want to see. I'm gonna be honest, didn't really want to see that. We'll Gourmandize. What do we get off that? We got some dig, so we have a Colress, we have a Yellhorn. So if he just sits on this Cramorant, I'm more than fine to just Yellhorn him under Galamine. That seems pretty good. So there's a little fly in front of me. So he does get the Greninja, that's fine. So we're not currently, until he uses the net, we're not expecting anything too deadly coming from his board. Like his match damage output at the moment is 110, which is again fine by me. Let's get Colress. We don't particularly need you. Discard you. I don't think we particularly need any of these, right? So we do have 2 quick balls in hand now, so we can get rid of this hand a little bit. Galamine isn't doing too much. We'll get the peak. Unfortunately, we do have to reveal that, which is kind of sus. I kind of don't like it, but we can't do much about it. Capture here to grab Nada. Yellhorn. Keep the Starly, because we're never doing too much with it anyway. We have the Quick Ball. Do we think they play Yellhorn? Because I don't want it to get Yellhorn too soon, right? It might be worth it for the extra draw, right? Just in case. And if not, we still have Thornton, even if the Echoing Horn knock it out. Gourmandize. That is pretty darn good if we draw an energy for turn. Oh, I'm saying we can just Colress. Not Colress, Starly next turn. This is pretty good for us, I would argue. There's the training court, that's fine. You're just probably going to switch in, switch out. So he's taken one prize, right? This is the power of just having big idiots called Snorlax in your active. Big idiots called Snorlax mean Cramorant doesn't have a very good time. He does have a big hand. He's gonna Mirage Gate now. So assuming we get energy, any energy, sorry. Next turn. Comfy. Oh, he's gonna use spinning attack. That's a first, you know? That I would not have expected that. That's fun. I like it. Being creative with it. Okay. So there is the net. Unfortunately, we don't have everything we need because we still need an energy, right? So I think I'm happy here. They're never knocking out the Lecky. They're never knocking out the Lecky. So I think I'm happy here to grab net and speed lightning, right? If he plays Horn, then we might be in a bit of a sticky one. But that's why we keep a net. Just to avoid it. Because if he does run it, he runs it at 1, right? And with his current board state, he's not able to one hit. That's good. You go in with the Gram, take that knockout. I am more than happy for you to do that. Sure. And then this should be pretty much game. This should be game. Right here and now, I'd say. You take your prize. He goes down to 3 prizes. So it's kind of sus. If he's able to get this Pikachu and knock it out, we're kind of in for it. So, Thornton. There. Whoa. Pikachu VMAX. Speed. Parasol. Scoop that up. And then that's game, pretty much. If he doesn't run Horn, we're fine. It's a pain to get into. But once you're in there, when the stars align, it feels fantastic, right? And now, unless he plays Horn, which he could play Horn. And if he does, we die. He's going for it. He's definitely going for it. If he has it, then fair enough. There ain't too much we can do about that. We also need to escape rope boss as well. So he's used 2 escape ropes. Got a net. He's going in with the ray. And nope, he just doesn't have it. And fair enough, he got me a bit nervous there when he carried on playing. I was a bit nervous, I must admit. So guys, yeah, he did end up he just was stalling for time. We ended up coming out with the dub. It's a lock that's very hard to get out of. I think the Ray box probably has a better time into it, considering some of the lists do run Equinor, and that is a pain because it just kind of voids your whole strategy. I think the reason that Sander chose to go with the Pikachu VMAX rather than the Ice Cube is the Pikachu has a bit more health, so they would have to, if you were playing Ice Cube, also played as the Sinnoh, they just play a Temple of Sinnoh down, and 1, you can't attack unless you have the same to bump, and 2, your Pikachu can normally survive at least one hit. It gives you that one turn of grace to try and get out of it. Right guys, so we are back with game 2. We chose heads, flipped tails. How it is sometimes. Let's see what we're playing up against. Hopefully, it's one of our good matchups. Mr. Aldon, I'll probably just not put it in because it is very much just a game of playing for a draw. So for against Lost Box, we would have one piece in the hand, which is very nice. And we have a way to check prizes as well. Okay. Minchino, what deck's from Minchino? Probably Zorobox. So Zorobox we can try and wall with Yveltal. Since the Pikachu won't work. Oh my god, that is dreadful. Okay, we'll grab one. I was gonna just grab nothing, but 2 Artigos prize is very sus at times. Let's Yalhorn, and I think we play an energy down purely to thin because we need to get this hand up, especially since we don't quite know what we're playing against just yet. Luckily they can't evolve in their first turn, so we might be able to take some early prizes with a Lax. If they give a full bench or a very large bench, we might be able to get some early prizes. Lovable, probably grab another Minju. Yeah, we are playing against Zorobox. Okay, so what we do here is we can try and trade with Miltanks where we can. Which will probably be in these first couple turns. Hopefully we're able to mitigate a lot of what they want to do. But Yveltal's kind of our saving grace here, like I say. It's okay, yeah, so it's definitely Zorobox. They have a very big board, which is very nice, because if we find a twin, we can scoop up the Gormadice Snorlax, and he is calling for family for nothing. Lecky's not doing too much for us here, I don't think. So we'll Colress. Hopefully we see an energy. Not the energies we need. Kind of need these, right? I don't think the electric speeds are going to be too useful. I don't think Alecki is good this game. Go Greninja. This could be an overextend that costs me. We don't hit it, but we're hoping to see a twin. We didn't get it. Okay. It kind of upsets our game plan a little bit. We're not in a good spot. We overextended. We got punished, but it is what it is. Realistically, I should have played it safer there and taken the capture, put it on the Yveltal, scoop up and take off that twin, just so he doesn't have a retreat out. But this is fine. What's he got on the discard? He's got Thick Mucus, which is the only one he cares about. 70 feet special energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. We have 0 at the moment. And he's doing 40. He's going to get the Wormadams up. Okay, so the Wormadam does hit us for weakness, unfortunately. But he needs a lot, right? So we are 130. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's Virgin on that. No, he gets it actually if he transforms it. Oh, he's got Cleavor. Ah. Okay, you know what? That's actually not too bad for us. I know that sounds cautiously optimistic, but it's not too bad for us in the respect that it doesn't hit too much. Out of the way. So he's got 1 energy in the bin, and now it's just a race of trying to Yveltal all those energies off. It does suck that he takes the first prize. But we can just try and be annoying, really. So I think next turn, if we draw into an energy, we probably just equip your battle, sweep off that energy, Sydney. If not, we probably Birdkeeper into the Yveltal and just pray. Yeah, that's a lot of damage there. That is a lot of damage. Unfortunately, a lot of our deck is weak. A lot of our draw power is weak to fire. So we didn't draw it, which kind of sucks. Okay, we do get an energy here, and we have the attach for the Yveltal next turn, and we have the Sydney. Get down another Yveltal. Never want to conceal cards with that energy. We'll just try to get rid of that one. Force him to waste them. He does run a lot though. So we've got 2 energy out of what? They run 4 captures. Once you get down to just using captures though, I think we're fine, right? Because the Appleton's never knocking us out when we have a cape on. That's the only one that can attack for 1 energy that we really care about. And they're still only doing 80, even though it is a hit for weakness. I think once we get rid of these twins and double turbos, we're fine. Hopefully we hit a good Sydney next turn. There's the Slowbro. We don't like seeing the Slowbro. He's just digging, I think, for an energy right now. So at the moment, he's actually not knocking out with the Cleavor either. Yeah, so he's not knocking out with the Cleavor. He's just doing a bit of damage. Yeah, he's doing 140. I had to double check my maths there. If he gets rid of the cape, then yeah, sure, he takes knockout. Which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is, eh? He's also got to get the Cinccino at the active, right? If I boss it. No, I'm not going to boss. Why would I boss? That seems dumb. He has used 1 there. Yeah, bossing right now would be kind of bad. Energy Assist doesn't really help him. He doesn't really play basics. There's the Appleton. 73 special touch to yours, so he's doing 140. So even if he goes in with this, he's still doing 140. But it does mean he only has to commit 1 energy, which is a fair deal. So maybe next time we scoop up Miltank, scoop up good ninja. Maybe. Because we do need some draw. Fortunately. So is he just going to go whole hog right now? Evo, yeah, he gets that. Is he just going to fill his bench up with stuff that potentially... I mean, this is probably the biggest threat, right? He's 10 in the discard. He's only got 5. But it will be 7 when he gets transformation? No, it'll be 6. Okay, so you're never knocking out here, I don't think. He's going to draw through his deck. Silislepod. Glossopod, sorry. The set does 50 more for each of your opponent's bench to be... Okay, so that's doing nothing. Only 80? How come it's only 80? Oh! Double turbo. That is fair enough. So I think we're fine, just Sydney here. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. And then Cry Destruction. So now that's 5 energy gone, right? So we still have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go. 7 to go, but he's never one-shotting. So we essentially have 10 turns. Unfortunately, he does play that Raikou, so we can't even use the Pikachu to trade into him, which sucks. But we do need to draw some cards very soon. Okay. I think he may be playing for... So Galamine's good. I think all of them are good. I think he may be playing for the Slowbro, which is fine, which is kind of expected. So Galamine's good there, right? Fire Destruction. He did whiff out on a cape, which sucks. But he is doing less and less damage, right? And hopefully the Galamine stops him being able to retreat into this Atom. He's running very low on energy. It might be with Eldegoss in. Because he can have a one hit in Eldegoss, right? So maybe with Eldegoss, get back Sydney, now that he's only got 7 cards left in deck. Or just wait till he keeps going. Marnie's, okay. That's a much bigger deck for him. That kind of hurts us, actually. Oh, that very much hurts us. If he gets KO right now, we could be in trouble. A lot of trouble. Yeah, because our deck's still huge. Those cards are still at the back. We can still Eldegoss, right? Eldegoss, get back Sydney. Okay, he's still only doing 80. That's another energy committed for no reason. We can quick ball, whack down an Eldegoss, maybe get a Colress. Maybe Colress is the better shout. Because now that he's put a lot of cards back in his deck, we aren't looking too healthy in terms of cards in hand. He's gonna retreat. Okay. We got a boss in. No. Okay, so he's gonna. Excuse me. What? Okay, sure. Selecting an option, whether he wants to discard or not. Okay. So we actually get no value out of the Yveltal there. We need to draw cards. I don't want to do it, but probably should have done a dead check before. Get back a Colress. Let's use this first. Close. Yes, I don't think we need it. Just gives us a better call at the time to Colress, right? We definitely don't need the peak. We don't really need any of these, right? Lucky's probably better than that. What's his max damage output? Relies heavily on I think putting a cape there, maybe holding the cape would have been better just to get the extra value out of it. I don't know. He's very low. He doesn't have too many ways right now to attach. He has like to attach in 1 turn, sorry. So he has like maybe 3. He's still not knocking out anything, I don't think. I put it on the active because I want to try and prevent a 1-hit KO from him. Phantom Transformation. What's he going into? Raichu. Okay. I would have, considering we're probably not knocking out, I probably would have kept this for the Slowbro in case he's able to get a KO on the Elder Gods, right? Or am I stupid? He's at 4 cards left. Is he just going to try and deck himself out? Ultra Ball. Get rid of Jirachi, Zorora. Gonna grab a Braxton. He's got 3 cards left to do. Still don't like the fact that he does have a Slowbro, he does play Scoop Ups. Oh, he's just gonna deck himself out, right? Or is he just completely out of energy? Is that the line of energy he runs? Yeah, there we go. Well, fair enough, guys. Unless he rods back in and some magic happens, I have no clue how he wins this, right? That's fine by me, dude. You know what? I will let you end the game with that 1 energy. I'll let you finish the game with that 1 energy. And that is a win. So, Yveltal proven, as always. It's always a versatile card to have in your deck. It's really good against Lugia, really good against Mew, and apparently really good against Zorobox. Especially if you've got capes to stop them 1 hit. Because the sort of goal of Zoro is to try and hit for weakness or hit for like big numbers or like tradable numbers. But when you don't care and they're not able to consistently chain together attacks without discarding to draw, that's where the deck kind of, the Yveltals kind of get the value. It was looking a bit struggly at times. That's what it is. So yeah, guys, that is the Sander Control Binder Dump, as he called it, deck that he took to Liverpool. I was fortunate enough to actually watch this deck in action, not while it was on the live stage. Just I was sat next to him. I saw him play against Reggie's, and I was like, you know what, he's playing some sauce. And then I saw the stream game afterwards, and it was just insane. And you know what, very solid deck, and it has a lot of good matchups in pattern. That is going to be it for me today, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and tune in for more. Hopefully I'll have some more videos up